Morning. How's everybody doing? Uh, like I said, a video the other day, the holidays are upon us. It's kind of a rough time for alcoholics and addicts. I want to share an experience that I just had that, sobriety has given me, and it's not a attaboy or a pat on the back or anything like that. I was in the store the other day, and there was this elderly lady, and I'm assuming her sister, the way they were talking. Um, she was in a lane, in front of me, and it was causing a problem. There was a problem with her check. It wouldn't read through the machine or something like that. And manager came and opened another lane for me. And I was standing there trying to check out, and this lady then it wouldn't take her courtesy card, and they just kept saying it's not registered to your driver's license. So I told the manager in the lane I was in, keep bringing my stuff up. I'd be right back. And I walked over and I'd heard the total, and I laid a $50 bill on the counter and told the lady behind the counter, just I'll get my change when I uh, finish checking out. And this old lady, and she was, I mean, her and her sister, they're probably both in their 70s. Um, and she was like, no, no, ma'am, Merry Christmas. Just don't worry about it. I went back over to the lane I was checking out, and then I heard her tell her sister, hey, you got to get his name. And I yelled over, so you're not getting my name. So when I was done, I got that and I got my change, and the lady's asking me for my name. I said, no, I'm not giving you my name. She said, well, at least tell me your first name. And I said, no, just, Merry Christmas. And I walked out the door, and they walked out right behind me. And it was funny because they tried to follow me to see what vehicle I was in. And I went the wrong way through the parking lot and around the other side of my Jeep so they couldn't see me. Um, the reason I tell that story, and like I said, it's not a attaboy or a pat on the back or anything like that. I'm sure she had the money to pay for it, just wouldn't take her check, and her card wouldn't read, and she was just having a rough minute, you know. But God has blessed me in so many ways in sobriety that I was able to do that and not think about it. And it wasn't for anything other than I saw somebody struggling and I did it. I've bought lunch for cops at Subway when I've been in there buying a sandwich and stuff. And the reason I do those kind of things is because I believe what you put out into the world comes back to you tenfold. When I see somebody on the side of the road with a sign, that says, homeless or need help, or I don't give a shit what it says. It could say, I need money for beer. I don't care. You know, just sometimes when I see those people, there's something inside me says, hey, give them some money. And I've had people say, oh, don't give them money. They're going to go buy booze. They're going to go buy drugs. I don't give a fuck what they buy with it. I didn't put any conditions on the money when I give it to them. I don't say, hey, don't go buy drugs or don't, I don't know where that person's at in their life and what they need at that time. They might be dope sick. They might need that so they can function the rest of the day. They might need that drink because they might be like me, shaken and sick because they don't have it. Like this old lady, I don't know what she was buying. It might have been, meds. It might have been shit. It could have been, crack hidden in a bag. I don't fucking know. Not likely a drug board, um, but it's because God blessed me with compassion for other people, and empathy. I didn't have those things when I was actively drinking and drugging. I didn't have any of that. I didn't give a shit about you, other than what could I get from you or what could I take from you to get what I needed. I didn't give two shits about you, your feelings, your family, your kids. I didn't give a fuck, you know. And God has blessed me in my sobriety with the ability to, look at a situation and say, hey, I'm in a position where I can offer a little help. It's, money doesn't solve anything, necessarily, but it's it's a blessing that I got at this program because I work the program. I've worked the steps. I go through the steps. I'm blessed in the sense that God gave me the ability to feel, and if you're new in recovery, you're probably very much, if you're anything like I was, you're probably very much like I was, angry at the world and mad because you got to give up something that you truly love. And I don't bullshit. I don't sugarcoat. I truly love drinking and drugging. I do. I loved everything about it, the whole experience. But the thing was, is it didn't love me back, and it was killing me, and it was destroying me and my family, and I was a piece of shit dad. I was, a piece of shit friend. I was a piece of shit brother. I was a useless son. I was all those things. So, getting clean and sober, and I tried it at first around the holidays and it didn't take. And then I was out a couple months and I came back and it took, and all the promises that those old timers told me about and all the things they told me that aren't in the big book. Yeah, you have the 12 promises and they will materialize if we work for them. I believe that 100% wholeheartedly, that if you work the program, those promises will come true in your life, sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly. But there was other things that these old timers told me that, hey kid, if you stick around, and some of them still call me kid, which cracks me up, but they told me if you stick around till the miracle happens, you will be amazed at what happens in your life. And I know in the book it says we will be amazed before we are halfway through, and that's a fact. But the things that these guys told me would happen, and it took a while, you know, it didn't happen overnight. But I gained compassion, I gained empathy, I gained concern for my fellow man. I stopped thinking of myself and started thinking of other people. Those are all gifts of this program. So, like I said, when I paid for that lady's stuff, it was not for any other reason than I was in a position where I could, and it wasn't going to hurt me. I don't take money out of my pocket that's going to hurt my family. But, I was just in a position where I could do that. So I know when I came in to the program and then I saw some guys that had long time sobriety, I wanted that right away. I had 2 days, I wanted 10 years. And I just kept trying to put the cart before the horse. And I was struggling. I wasn't gaining any ground. I wasn't gaining anything. I wanted what they had. I just didn't want to fucking work for it, and through the grace of my higher power, this program and the old timers that dealt with me, and I don't mean long timers. There's a difference. There's people with long-term sobriety, but it doesn't make them old. Some people get sober very young and have very long-term sobriety. What I'm talking about is them old timers. Those grouchy guys you see up in the corner. They're always at the meeting first. They're always sitting in the same seats. By God, don't sit in their seat. Those guys are the ones that told me, listen, you can't have what I have overnight. I have 24 hours, same as you. 10 years don't mean anything, kid. I have 24, same as you. I get the same 24 hours in a day that you do. And it took a while, but all of a sudden it hit me that that's very true. Everybody gets the same 24-hour time frame. That's what we get, one day. And it's not even guaranteed a whole day. But what I do this morning or what I do this afternoon, is only here for today. Tomorrow, it doesn't mean shit. What I did yesterday doesn't mean shit today because it's not today. That's gone. I can't change it. So if you're new, don't try to put the cart before the horse. You'll have long-term sobriety before you know it, because I'm going to tell you, as somebody that's been around a couple 24 hours, you know, time flies. The longer you're sober, the more that your life improves, the faster time goes. I look back now and see that I have 11 and a half years. And I ask myself, when the memories pop up in my Facebook on my private page, when the memories pop up and I posted something about being sober at 6 months, 2 months, 5 months, nine, those memories pop up all the time. And thank God for shit like that on Facebook, because it reminds me that, wow, all that time ago, I wanted what I have today. And what I have today is the same 24 hours that I had then. That's all I have, 24. One day at a time. There's a reason why they tell us to take things one day at a time, and it's because you can't do shit about tomorrow or yesterday. So if you're new or if you've been around a while and you're struggling, you know, reach out to people in the program, double up your meetings, do whatever, volunteer, do some random act of kindness that nobody's ever going to know that you did but you. You'd be amazed at how it makes you feel and how it improves your life, because your higher power will smile on you when you do those things. So hopefully you all have a great day. I love you all. I hope this wasn't too rambling. It's just what I was feeling this morning. Talk to you later. Bye.